Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My student, how are you? Today I'm going to explain to you about visual manufacturing. Yeah, this is the introductions of our lecture. Actually, this is our first meeting lecture, yeah, because before is lab briefing, so it will consider as lab activity. For now, I will introduce for you for the visual manufacturing. Based on our teaching plan, this is 1 hour's lecture. Okay, let's check together. So I will explain to you what visualization and then why we need visualization and tool for visualization, application and example of visualization, yeah, and how to install VeriView. So what is visualization? Okay, when you see the visualization, visual, yeah, visual, you want to make something become better, more better understanding. Yeah, from the raw data, yeah, into image and rendering to gain better cognitive understanding of the data. For example, yeah, when you have uh, when you have the idea to design something in your mind, yeah, and then you try to visualize it into sketching. Yeah, this is kind of visualization. Or also, after you visualize using a sketch, and then you can convert it into the design. Yeah, for example, 3D design. Yeah, using software and so forth. So the process of visualization is taking raw data and converting it to a form and vice versa. That is viewable and understandable to human. So actually, the visualizations makes the data become more understandable. For example, when you have Excel data, for example, yeah, okay, you have 2 column, 3 column, 4 column. This is a lot of data, consists of a lot of data, and then you try to visualize it into a graph. Yeah, it can make you become more understanding about the data. Okay, for example, 100, 300, and so forth. It can make you more understand if you see the graph, right? So it can be called as a visualization. This is, for example, yeah. So why need visualization? Okay, first is to comprehend and understand the data. Of course, I already told you, when you have a lot of one by one data is okay, but if the data is a lot, it is better to convert it into image, yeah, or rendering or design and so forth. So what also the function? To explore and discover pattern, structure, and trend. Okay, when you have several data, okay, data A, data B, data C, until data Z, and then you can try to visualize, and then you can see the pattern. Yeah, for example, you have a graph. This is the pattern will be linear or not linear, yeah. And then we also can understand the trend of the data. And also we can do to monitor simulation. Okay, when you maybe you know the SolidWorks software, right? When you do stress analysis, for example, this is kind of the visualization. You can see which part has a problem in the product when you put the pressure in the product. And also the function of visualization to communicate. Okay, when you just set the data by a number, it's quite difficult to people to understand and memorize. When the data explained into a graph or image, it can be better to reader to more understand about your data. For example, like this, yeah. When you see this, yeah, okay. When you see this simple, small, okay, it can be more understand for you when you see the big circle. Okay, this one is the biggest circle, so it means this is the highest contaminate for what is that, COVID-19 in Wuhan long time ago. Yeah, this one is in 2019. Yeah, this is small one, but the highest one is in the Wuhan. So based on this visualization, this is actually before converting into image, it convert into before it is consists of data. Yeah, some of data. For example, like this. Yeah, okay, this is a kind of data. All right. So for example, like this. Okay, when you say I want to buy motorcycle, and also the motorcycle can be used on the water. In your mind, this is kind of data. In your mind, how to convert the motorcycle into and also can be used in the water? How? Maybe you can think it's impossible, right? But now it's possible. Then we do visualization. Now this is allowed us to get a better cognitive understanding of our data. When you say something based on your, this is kind of data. Data can be numerical, and also can be from your, for example, interview. Yeah, this is kind of the data from the word, also kind of data. So it can be a better cognitive when you visualize into image. Yeah, not only in your mind, but you need to visualize it. Okay, for example, like this. Yeah, this is consists of a lot of data. Yeah, this is consist maybe thousand of data, and then we want to analyze the effect of for example here for airflow. Yeah, for this Apollo. Yeah, and then we can see which part. Okay, mostly the flow of the air affect to the Apollo. Yeah, for this one. Yeah, this is conversion of this will be better rather than we just see this one. It is better we see this figure. Yeah, okay, also this one is the stress analysis, for example. Yeah, the stress analysis, this is a kind of visualization. Yeah, when that I told you before, this is we put the stress in the design, and then we can see which part of the most highest pressure or the highest pressure in the product. This is kind of visualization. Actually, when we convert it into data, we can generate the data, right? Okay, this is also for example, when you see using animation. Yeah, when using animation, it can be clearer for you when you see we put, for example, 100 newton in this product, in this part. Yeah, we put, and then we can see 100 newtons we put in this product, so we can see in this part has the most has impact for the pressure. Okay, so this is function of animation, right? And also visualization of wind. Yeah, sorry, wind analysis, wind simulations analysis. You see the car, formula car. Yeah, this is actually very high speed. The people or the engineer will analyze which with the airflow will affect to the speed of the car. Okay, if they will try to design the car to reduce the airflow. Yeah, and the stability also. Not only reduce the airflow, they also need to consider the stability. If the car is not stable, it can be problem and will be okay, maybe rolling something like this. Yeah, so this is kind of visualization also. Okay, this is the visualization of heat simulation. This is a tank. Yeah, they try to make a heat for the tank. Okay, and then which part become a problem. Okay, this is very important when you design a 3D product before go to manufacturing. Actually, the manufacturing will always do simulate until they get satisfaction for their product before they produce the product into a real product. Yeah, this is kind of visualization of water turbine. Yeah, they want also to know the rotations of the turbine, yeah, the speed of turbine. If the water put with the speed, specific speed, and also with the specific volume, so what is the velocity of the turbine, so they will calculate based on the simulation. This is kind of visualization also. This is also kind of visualization. This is contour, yeah, contour. When you actually now so many 3D scanner, yeah, so many application. Even this one using satellite, yeah. When you, as you know, yeah, in when I was in Japan, they try to capture the potential source for a tin, yeah, timah or gold, something like that. They can capture using satellite because uh, the the temperature of the resources will give reflection to the satellite, and then they can capture how many resources, potential resources can be obtained from the can we get from the source in the location. Yeah, okay, this is kind of the visualization. Actually, this is kind of contour visualization. And this is the the simulations of the product. They will more understand the whole. Yeah, I don't know this one kind of the kind of what data, but they try to visualize this color. Yeah, this data, this figure using this data, and this data using this figure. Both can be each apa namanya, can be change each other. Yeah, okay. Okay, VTK is also one of the tool, yeah, tool for visualization. VTK we use for para view. We will try to analyze the texture of the product or object or part into para view. For example, we try to design using Autodesk Inventor, and then we try to analyze it in the para view. Okay, it can be done when we do the lab. Yeah. Okay, VTK incorporates several other libraries to provide basic functionalities as rendering, yeah, and what's this? Parallel processing, and the parallel rendering and so forth. Yeah. This is kind of the tool for visualization. Yeah. Para view client. Okay, Python, para web, Catalyst, custom, and then this is kind of the OpenGL, MPI, ACT, and so forth. This is kind of the visualizations method analysis and also application. Yeah. Okay, actually there are a lot of software can be used for visualization. Yeah. When you see the visualizations of the what's that, the 3D scanner for the, what is that, when the MRI, for example, MRI. Okay, MRI, when the people go to the hole, yeah, in the doctor will check, and then they will see the visualization of the part of the body. This is kind of visualization also. Actually, a lot of software can be used to visualize the data. It can be AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Inventor, ParaView, Python, Google SketchUp, and so forth. Okay, this is depend on the objective of the visualization. software used in this lecture, yeah, you can download it in the ParaView, yeah, ParaView website, and Autodesk Inventor. I think I already explained to you how to download it, and then you can use your student email to download Autodesk Inventor and upload some document for verification. This is the interview of ParaView, yeah, and Autodesk Inventor. Yeah, you can see this one. Okay, this one you can, this is one, for example, like it's a bottle, yeah, and then we cut, and then we can see the structure inside of the bottle. And also this one is about the stress analysis. Maybe this is common to you, but this one using Autodesk Inventor, we can also analyze it and we can customize the pressure and so forth. Also in Autodesk Inventor, we can do animation, yeah, animation 360 rotations animations, okay, and some kind of animation later, maybe I will explain to you in the lab. Okay, 3 basic steps to visualizing data in ParaView. Okay, first, you need to, what's that? We need to reading first. Reading first data you must be read into ParaView, and then second is filtering. You may apply a number liters that process data to generate, extract, or delete feature from the data, and then the last is rendering a viewable image into rendered from the data. A viewable image rendered from the data. Okay, we have a kind of data and then we try to render into ParaView. Also from the image into the data also can be like that. Kind of data in ParaView. Okay, it can be ParaView was designed primarily to handle data with spatial representation. Thus, the primary data types used in ParaView are mesh. For example, like this, yeah. This is uniform. All the rectilinear grid is a 1, 2, or 3 dimension of array of data. So all is the same. Yeah, this is uniform, rectangular actually. Okay, this one is non-uniform. You can see this one is non-uniform. Yeah. Okay. Similar to the uniform rectilinear grid, except that the spacing between 2 points may vary along each axis. For example, this one, yeah, this one. All is the different size of the form. Yeah, this one is for the grid is different. Yeah, and also this one is curvilinear. Yeah, curvilinear. You can see this one. This is kind of curve, yeah. They have also grid that we want to analyze. Yeah, this grid is important because when the grid is more, so the position or the condition of the what is that? The product become close to each other. For example, this curvilinear grid have the same topology as rectilinear grid. However, each point in a curvilinear grid can be placed at arbitrary coordinates, and provided that is does not result in cell that overlap or cell intersect. Okay, you can read this one. Yeah, this is kind of the curvilinear of or grid, yeah, in the 3D. This is polygonal or polydata, yeah. Okay, and this is the interface of ParaView. I will not. We will try to make some part and then we try to convert in ParaView later. Yeah. Okay, this is actually 1 hour just for introduction. So what I want to conclude to you is what is the function of visualizations in manufacturing. Actually, when we want to design a product, yeah, we need to visualize it first. It can be starting from the data, yeah. Data mean what the customer want. Okay, and then convert into sketching. Data can be, for example, they want to, the shape is like this, oval, rectangular, and so forth, and then transfer to sketch. After sketching, they make some alternative. After some alternative, they also try to make it into a design, 3D design. Design also make an alternative also. And then this will select which best design that can be can be produced into real product. Okay, maybe this is for the first meeting for all. Okay, and maybe the next, because this one is 1 hour only for introduction only. The next is we do the second lecture, and then the lab is on Friday. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. If you have any question, please leave it in the WhatsApp group, and don't forget to answer the quiz for your attendance. Yeah, answer the simple quiz for your attendance. I will record it. Okay, and the time is 1 day to answer. Thank you very much, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.